Iron belts. So we're just jumping into it today. We're going to start with a warm-up. Since we're working on speed, we're working on starting first speed, right? We want to start first. That's the way that we can be fastest, okay? If you're watching a sprint, probably not a marathon, because if you start really fast during a marathon, probably not going to end first because you waste all your energy at the beginning. But like a short sprint, if you ever, I don't know, do track or whatever, the first person starts, probably going to be the first person to win. Or the only person to win. The first person to finish, you know what I mean. So, here's what we're going to do. You are going to practice, let me think. Okay. You're going to practice back fist, punch, front kick, okay? Back fist, punch, front kick. I just kicked grass everywhere. So, you're going to watch your screen, okay? Go is going to pop up every, I don't know, couple of seconds. As soon as you see that word go, you're going to do it as fast as you can, and get back in your road stance. Okay. It's like a sparring drill. One tip, especially in sparring. Let me show you. What you want to do to start fast is move around, okay? Bounce on your toes like this. Okay. Let me drop you down so you can see my feet better. Okay. Okay. Here are my feet. You bounce, just your heels come off the ground. We don't want to do this. This is really bad. Okay? Heels come off the ground. Okay? An object in motion stays in motion, and an object at rest stays at rest. That's acted upon by an outside force. That is one of Newton's laws of motion. I'm not going to tell you which one it is because I don't know. And I don't want you to quote me on it. But it is one of Sir Isaac Newton's laws of motion. And it's true. If you're moving, if you're already moving, you're going to be able to move a lot faster than if you were standing still. Okay? So, that's one reason. Why we don't want to jump like this is because you will be kicked out of the air. I've seen it. It's really amusing for us, not the person it happened to. But he was jumping like this, and someone comes around with a roundhouse kick. And while he's midair, kicks him, and he literally folds over the kick like that. It's like time pause. It seems like you could, he's in air, visibly for like it seemed like forever. It's like those cartoons when they run off the cliff and they keep running until they realize that they're not on land. And they look down and then they fall. Kind of what it was like. So it seems like. And he was folded over in the air, and then he fell on the ground. So not good for him. Really music for the rest of us. So you don't want to do that. Just on the balls of your feet. Move your hands around a little bit too, so they move faster too. If you would like, watch that. So every time you see go, do that. Cool. Okay, go. Alright guys, so we're going to work on sparring techniques. So, I want to use the back of punch we used earlier, and a spin hook kick. I'm going to show you later a realistic way this could be used. So, this, obviously, hook kicks in sparring, you can use them anyways, obviously, but you're going to do back fist punch, spin, hook kick. Okay, so we're kicking their back leg. Back fist punch, spin, hook. Okay, when we do a sparring hook kick, it is not like a traditional hook. That was a really bad hook kick. But you get the point. It's not like a traditional hook kick. We don't kick, drag, and bring back. We kick. Okay? It's like sparring side kicks are a lot faster than a normal side kick. Right? We're not focusing on the details. We're trying to be fast. Okay? So, sometimes sparring, point your toes. That way it's more like a slap than hitting with your heel. But it still gets there, right? You'll see that in performance forms too, because it makes cleaner lines. But we're going back fist punch, spin, hook, and try to land back. Try your best, okay? personally, I don't use spin kicks in sparring because I'm not that fast, right? People who know they're really fast and faster than their opponent, that's time to use spin hook kick in sparring. Okay? Because all this time that you're turning, they can hit you. It's all open. They're all here in your head. And if your hands are up, you got all your chest while you're turning, right? So you have to be really fast to do this. That's why we're working on it this month, speed month, because the goal is to be fast. Okay, faster than the person you're sparring at least. It's like the same concept that if you're running away from a bear, you're running with somebody else, you only have to be faster than the other person. You know, then the bear gets the other person and you can still run. Yeah, you just have to be faster than your opponent when you do this, okay? So, every time I count, you're going to, as soon as I start to get the number out, you're going to go. Right, we're working on starting first. Okay? Ready? Start bouncing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah! Switch sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah! Alright. We're going to practice this a different way. I'll be right back. Alright, so first I'm going to show you how this would work in sparring. If I'm sparring her, I back fist the head, punch the stomach. She steps back because I just hit her twice and I'm moving towards her, right? Well, we're sparring, so she might not move back like this because that's unrealistic. Yeah. But I'm moving towards her. She's going to step back. Okay? That way I have the room to spin. Following because I'm on a hill. Let's do it one more time. Back fist punch. She moves back as I'm moving forward. Spin. Hook kick. You hook kick the stomach or the head. But
it depends on your height.
Well, yeah, but if I was sparring you, you just bent over, so you definitely hit your head. But in sparring, you're not hitting hard enough to bend over. So hopefully you're not. If you are, you're gonna control your power more. But you guys are green belts. Technically, you have to hit the head anyway. But we're not actually sparring, so it doesn't matter. So, here's how you're going to practice. You need somebody at home. If you have anybody at home, do this with, use a pillow, or a pad, or whatever, okay? She sticks out her hands for back fist punch. She takes a step back so I don't kick her. And I spin hook kick, okay? She comes back. If you're doing this on a pad, you can't spin hook kick the pad. But it's harder to control your power with spin hook. Hold out your hand. Harder to control your power with spin hook kick.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I noticed. Right, especially since I'm in shoes.
Yeah.
And if you point your foot, you're just going to slap their hand. Just kind of weird. So you have them step back, so you don't have to worry about that. But here's how it's going to work. They're going to stand there. You're going to be bouncing. No, put your hands down. I'm explaining as we go. Just listen to the words from my mouth. So, you're bouncing. They're going to put up their hands. You're trying to go as fast as you can once their hands move up. Okay? They're going to count to 3 Mississippis. When their hands go up.
Oh.
You gotta count.
Out
loud. Just count out loud.
Okay.
Oh my god. They can't tell on the video if you're counting if you don't say it out loud. Okay. They're gonna start by counting 3 Mississippis.
1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi.
You have to go within those 3 Mississippis. If you do it, they're gonna have to 2. You don't have to do the whole thing in that time, okay? Working on starting fast. So pay attention to like the 2 minutes I need you.
Sorry. That was pretty.
She's got her hand. She's gonna go down to 2 Mississippi.
2 Mississippi.
And I'm still gonna do the hook kick, so you don't have to do the whole thing in that time. Only starting it, okay? And then she's gonna go down
to 1 Mississippi.
Yeah, not. That was you. Yeah, you're just. Okay. 1 Mississippi.
1 Mississippi. Oh, you did it.
Yeah, I did. Okay. I back fist you before you were done with the 1 Mississippi.
Oh, just.
Stop.
Okay. Alright, I never mind. I'm sorry.
Were you listening?
Yes.
To anything at all?
Yes.
Okay. In case you're as confused as she is, you only have to get in the first move before they're done counting. So focusing on starting fast. Okay. Okay. Then she's gonna go down to just saying 1.
1.
See, that was really hard because obviously I missed it.
1.
You gotta put your hands on it between.
1.
Right. You're trying to do it. Obviously, you do the whole thing, but for demonstration purposes. So what you're gonna do with somebody at home or a pad. If you're doing it with a pad, count for yourself, but don't be like, Whoa. Like, don't count as slow as you're going. Try to count quickly. Cool? Alright, go. Alrighty, so now that we've got that, worked on sparring, we're going to practice that one more way. Yeah, turning this way so I have more room. Now we're in my driveway. So, here's what you're going to do. You need 2 spots. This is my 1 spot. And this. I'm mentally marking them. You can physically mark them, but I'm mentally marking them. So, here's what you're going to do. You're going to shuffle. As soon as your foot hits that mark, back to punch, spin hook. Then just turn your head so you're going the other way. Shuffle. As soon as your foot hits the mark, back fist punch, spin hook. Okay? If you don't already end up switching legs, make sure you switch stance so you do. Cool? Alright, practice that on your own. Go. Alright guys, so now we're just going to work on your self-defense, which we're working on your month 1 self-defense, which is hair grab category. So, somebody grabs your hair, you take your hands and smush. So step back, smush, grab their hand, heel, hold on to their hand with our right hand, we step with their right foot, step around with our left, drop our elbow, whoop-ah, then we rotate and throw. Okay, since we're talking about details, because it's month 3, I'm going to add some details to this. So, they grab our hair, we smush, and we peel into that beautiful wrist lock. Hold their wrist with our right hand. We step, okay, we're on to elbow, and push our butt into their waist. Like this. That is breaking their balance. We want to break their balance because it makes them way easier to throw, especially if they're large. So, here, my self-defense, smush, grab, step, whoop-ah. Then we rotate and throw. Okay. One more time, I'm going to add something else. I don't want trouble. Someone grabs their hair, step back, smush, heel, hold, step, blah, blah. Okay. Now, their arm has to be here. Okay. We say shoulder, shoulder with throws, but it's not really shoulder, shoulder. It's like the inside of their arm to the outside of your arm. Okay. What we don't want is their arm on top of our shoulder like this, because then all they have to do is move their arm and they can choke us. Okay? And we want it here. Alright, we want them close to us so when we turn, they're actually going to fall. Right? If they're really far away from us, they can fight it. I'm going to be right up against them, their arm right on our arm. It's like right here on their arm. So you're that close. Right there on your arm. So you can rotate and throw. Okay? So, I don't want trouble. Someone grabs their hair, sit back, smush, grab, step, boom, throw. Okay, we're going to do it again. Ready? I don't want trouble. Someone grabs their hair, sit back, whip up, heel, pull, turn, boom, throw. One more. Yeah, we'll do one more. So, I don't want trouble. Someone grabs their hair, back, heel, grab, and throw. So, here's what I want you to do. I want you to do it 5 times slow. Okay? Focus on every little detail you can think of. Every single one. 5 times slow. Then, you're going to do it 5 times as fast as you can. Okay? Realistically, if someone attacks you, you have to go fast. You don't have a lot of time. So, you're going to go as fast as you can for those 5 times. And then if you have time, you're going to do it 5 times slow again. Okay? And focus back in on those details. Cool? Alright, go. Alright guys, that's all for today. I will see you guys next week. By the way, it is the start of Drop Everything and Read Month. So, this week, you can find the reading log. I'm assuming it's going to be on the Facebook page, where you guys can find it. But you can log how many books you read this month. And then you turn in a stripe test with however many books you're trying to read as many as you can. Okay. Next week is dress up as a literary character week, I believe. So I'm going to do it for the videos. You have that to look forward to. Okay. You can do it too. I'd love to see your costumes. If you come to Zoom, you can also do it. Or in person, you can do it too. The week after that is Drop Everything and Read week. So I'm going to read to you in videos. I will. It's going to be fun too. And then the week after that, stripe test. So this week, starting book drive, which you can drop off books at the school if you want to. I'm sure you can. Your grown-up wants to walk in and drop off books. That's fine. You don't have to, obviously. And start reading logs. Next week is dress up as a literary character. Then it is Drop Everything and Read week, and then it's stripe test where you turn in those reading logs. So that is all, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.